What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Tough loss for them boys, 116 to 100 to the Atlanta Hawks. This is a game I thought that the Knicks had. I thought they were going to win, actually. But, when you come out of the game shooting abysmal like how they were in that first quarter, Um, that's the ball game. You can't start like that, and you know you're limited offensively anyway because Brunson's not there and everybody else is not there. So you can't really come into the game really shooting as bad as they did, right? And to me, getting down like 20 points, now you got to scrape and claw your way back, and let's be honest. I mean, Atlanta was shooting the lights out, right? They were at one point in the game they were shooting 50% from the field and they were shooting 50% from three. Like they were just shooting the lights out. So it wasn't even that the Knicks weren't playing good defense because they were. They just Atlanta was making everything, and the Knicks were missing everything. So I'm gonna go to the stats in a little bit, but I think Atlanta altogether closed out the game shooting 50% from the field, and the Knicks only shot like I think 30 something percent from the field. To me, that's the ball game right there. What it shows tonight was what everybody knows. We're just really limited, man, offensively. So if you're able to get great production from DiVincenzo offensively, Josh Hart offensively. The Deuce played really well tonight on both ends of the court. Then that's a plus because we already know who's taking most of the shots, right? It's Brunson and Randall. So if you can get a great contribution from those guys, get anywhere between 10 to 20 points, like 17, 16, 15, 19, anything like that from those guys, then that's great because you know what you're getting from Randall. And Brunson, you're getting easily in the 20s, right? So those guys can add in points here and there. It's great. But when you got DiVincenzo, I don't know how many 3 pointers he took today. It was definitely over 10. Hoisting it up like that. And, I like him as a ball player, but that's not really his game. He could shoot it, he could knock it down, but that's a lot of pressure on him. Josh Hart is expending so much energy defensively and rebounding that sometimes, he's tired, so sometimes you're saying, yo, shoot the ball. It takes, if you never played hoops before, man, it takes a lot of energy to play basketball, meaning, excuse me, to play offense. Because you're driving, you're cutting, you're trying to get open, you're shooting shots, right? So it's a lot. Big Task, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Um, so it's tough, you know what I mean, offensively. Then you got to come back down and play D. So I can tell. Then I saw parts in the game where I could tell DiVincenzo was tired. I saw that. So I just think all the minutes and everything, it's just getting to these guys, right? First things that go when you're tired is your legs, and I think that that's what happened offensively. That's probably why we didn't shoot that well today. Um, so we were trying to push it through, but it's just one of those games, man. One of those games to where they had it going offensively and we did not. Um, but once again, what we're getting from these guys, you gotta love, right? But you can't expect this, what happened in Cleveland or other nights. You can't expect that every night from these guys because that's not who they are as ball players. So certain things are being placed on these guys' shoulders that they're just not built to carry, right? So to me, I think that that's really what happened tonight. Even though they're down Trey Young, they still got majority of starters in there, right? Of course, Dejounte Murray, like he's an all star, so he was out there. Deuce played him really, really well, actually. But he was hitting big time shots when the shots were needed. He has Sadiq Bey. He's a great wing. Um, then, of course, I forget the kid, man. Let me see his name. He came off the bench. He was scorching, but he used to be a starter for them. Um, Let me get the name really, really quick, man. I'm sorry. Hunter, right? He used to be a starter for them. He came off the bench, lit it up. He had 22 points. Nobody could check him, right? So everyone that we're playing pretty much has their whole team, right? So we're just shorthanded, right? And I think that certain games is going to show. So now it doesn't get any easier because we got Orlando coming in with all their size and how big they are. So Pause. So we got to be ready to go for those guys. Um, but once again, man, you just can't start the game off offensively shooting as bad as we did and expect to win, especially when we're shorthanded, right? And so for me, that's what I saw tonight, and that's what I think pretty much was the ball game. And us being down 20 and not having our top guns out there scoring like that, right? Meaning Brunson and Randall to help bring us back, coming up with timely hoops like those guys always do. It was going to be a tall mountain to climb, right? Even though in the third quarter we got to the point where we tied the game up, it you ex- you know you use so much of your energy to get to that point to where you tie the game up or you take a lead, and then it's like you come back down to earth because you exuded so much of your energy to do that. And then you may not have energy to get back on defense to rotate when you should. You leave guys open, and guys are cutting to the basket, they're making baskets, they're knocking down threes, right? And it was like every time the Knicks got close, Atlanta would make a big time shot, and I just think that it would just take the air out of air out of the building, right? When they were knocking down shots like that, when the Knicks were making their run. So no, take your hat off to those guys, man. They came here ready to go. They came here ready to play, especially being in the Garden. Everybody plays well when they come in the Garden, right? They already know everything's on center stage, so you got to respect them for that. But we're limited, man. We're very, very limited. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. Man. I don't think Corey Lindsay, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV live tonight. Um, I don't know if Randall and OG Anunoby come back anytime soon, man. I think Brunson will be back soon, but I don't think those guys are coming back anytime soon, man. Something's telling me that, like, I don't know. It's going to be a couple more weeks, man. Like we're not, and we might slip down to the 7th or 8th seed, man. Like I'm being honest with you because we're limited offensively, right? So when Brunson comes back, you're gonna be asking him to score 30 or 40, right? And so I don't know. I just don't think Randall and this guy coming back anytime soon. I just don't. And I'll be honest with you. I'm just being super duper honest. Yeah, they're going out there practicing. They're going out there working out with the team. I'm not there, so I don't know. But I don't know how hard they're pushing the doctors to clear them because they want to come back. You know what I mean? I think they're going to go through the motions, right? Meaning, like the doctor says 2 weeks, these guys gonna be like, all right, we'll wait 2 weeks. I mean, they could be back there complaining. I don't know. I don't want to put that on those guys. I don't want to put that jacket on them and say that they're not pushing to try to come back. But it's just very odd to me that these guys have been out. They've been out this long. Um, and they're out practicing and working out with the team, and Randall's in full body sweat, and he's out there, just doing all this stuff, and he's not ready to go yet. I'm like, okay, well, what more is needed to show and prove that these guys are ready to go? Now, of course, I'm not a doctor. That's always the response that everyone's say. Well, you're not a doctor, you don't know. But what I do know is being a former athlete is that your body tells you everything. How your body responds. Are you feeling pain in that certain area? Are you able to make certain basketball moves um that you couldn't do before? Like how do you feel? Right? If that's the case, let's ramp it up. If you're feeling okay like a week, let's ramp it up. Let's kind of, let's kind of get you out there and get ready because we're gonna need you. Or the doctor's saying, okay, like what I mean is, okay, Randall's now he's doing pad work. How long is he doing pad work for before he does live contact with the team? Right? Are they saying 2 weeks from that? And then once he does, once he does practice with the team, it's like okay, he's got to practice 2 weeks with the team before he's able to get approved to play. Same thing with OG Anunoby, right? OG Anunoby, he's taking shots, but he's not practicing with the team yet. All right, so when can he go and start practicing? Like, what do they gauge that off of? And of course, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're not a doctor, you don't know." But I'm just telling you because I'm a ball player. I've been hurt. I've been out there, And I know when doctors are like, okay, you can go back, you can, you know what I mean? Like, is this like an incremental thing? Like, okay, well, you do this, and then another 2 weeks we'll try this. Then another 2 weeks we'll try this. Then another 2 weeks we'll try this. Okay, if you can tie your shoe and shoot a jump shot, then we know your shoulder's okay. Let's do that for like 3 more weeks, and then we'll see where you're at. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like they're constantly putting new things up to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think he's gonna be back no time soon, man. Same thing with OG Anobi. Like, I don't think those guys. I mean, Mitch broke his ankle. Like, that's something different. Like, these guys just, like OG Anobi, they just removed some stuff from his elbow. So it's like, all right, well, how long does he need to recover from that? Like, well, I don't know. We'll see where he's at in 2 weeks. All right, cool. It's been 2 weeks. All right, well, we're going to do this one thing. We're going to give him another 3 weeks. Dude, there's 21 more games left in the season. Actually, after tonight, it's 20 more games. There's 20 more games left. So, my thing is, like, what else needs to be done in order for you to find out exactly where these guys are at? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what I understand, Brunson just got hurt, so they got to monitor that, But I'm just saying, with the Randall thing, it's like in OG Anobi, it's like, okay, it's like they're going through all these different tests, and it's like, okay, there's only 20 games left, man. Make sure I got my math right. Yeah, yeah, it is. There's 20 more games left. 62. Knicks are 36 and 26, man. So there's 20 more games left in the season. So when are these guys really coming back? Are they going to sit and wait another 20 more? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Because the way things are looking, it's these guys are going to be back no time soon. Like, I don't, they talk about mid-March. If they come back mid-March, that means they're going to probably be back. Like, it's going to be like 10 games left in the season. For that, they might as well wait to the playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. That's if we even in, you know what I mean? So it's just the math games, man. You know what I'm saying? Meaning math, it's gotta all add up. There's 20 games left in the season. When do they decide to bring these guys back to where they can start prepping and getting ready for the playoffs? Or are they not even bringing them back? You know what I mean? So I don't know if I could be wrong, man, but I'm just saying I don't know when these guys are coming back. Is it going to be 5 more games? Is it going to be 10 more games? Like, what's going to happen? Because these games are flying by. You got to understand. The Knicks don't. Today's Tuesday. Knicks don't play again. I think again until Friday. I believe they play Orlando. Right. Let me see. Let me take a look at the schedule really quick. Right. So they play Orlando coming up. Right. That's going to be 3-8. Right. 3-8. So that's Friday. Right. Is that Friday? Yeah. Because today's 3-5. Right. Make sure I got my date right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, 3-5. So that's Friday. 3-8. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so they play Orlando. Then they got the 76ers back to back, right? Then they go on that road trip. I don't think they're coming back. So when are they coming back? Are they coming back for Brooklyn? I don't think they come back during a road trip. So after they come back for Brooklyn, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They got 13 games after that. So they could do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be weird to see, man, because I'm trying to get a good understanding of how these doctors looking at it. And the reason why I'm bringing it up and the reason why I'm stressing this is because we need help, man. We really, really do. Like, just watching the game today, man, I just was like, I was glad the Knicks fought back and all this other stuff, but we're limited, man. We're really, really, really limited. And it shows itself when other teams are knocking down shots and we don't have enough firepower to be able to fight back. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. Tough loss on them boys, 116 to 100. And the score tonight, pretty much to me, was indicative of the game because the Knicks started off terrible. But they only started off terrible because offensively, they don't have enough. They just don't. Now, yeah, DiVincenzo and those guys can get hot and stuff like that, and but they have a ceiling, right? Because when they're off, right? Because that's this their skill set. That's why Brunson, those guys get the big bucks because they're able to knock down shots and come up big when it's needed, right? So that's why those guys get the big money. Knicks 100 GM, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV live tonight. Tough loss for them boys, 116 and 100. Big Task said, "What is wrong with Burks?" You know what, Big Task? I wasn't going to mention him tonight, but now I'll do it because you asked me to. Burks is a 13-year vet, man. He should know how to come onto a team that's considered a contender and considered a top team, and know how to adjust his game to fit what's going on with the team. Right? He should be able to do that, but he's not. Right? And he looks like a rookie out there, man. He looks like he's just coming in, just taking shots. And you're like, dude, what are you doing, man? You know what I mean? I don't even know if he's going home and doing his homework. I don't know if he's going home trying to run the offense, trying to figure out what he's supposed to do, or is he just like whatever? Right? Because he's playing like whatever. Like he's just going out there, just you think he's at 24-hour fitness, man, the way he's playing. And he's a 13-year vet. He should be playing a lot better and have a better understanding of what he should and should not be doing. Bogdanovich is doing better than him. Those guys are vets. Like those guys know how to play the game, man. It doesn't matter. Like his game, he didn't. It's like Burks forgot how to play the game, man. Vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with your boy LV. Bob says Burks should be giving out Gatorade, not playing for the Knicks. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. This is just my honest opinion. I don't know if he might have been crazy coming back to the Knicks. He might have been happy playing in Detroit, doing what he was doing. You never know. The guy might think about retiring within another year or two. Just being honest, you know what I mean. So I don't know because he's coming in. He just doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. He just doesn't. You know what I mean? He doesn't have. It seems like he has a full grasp of the offense or a full grasp of what's going on in games. Like he's just coming in and getting up his shots. That's it. So I don't know what the situation is, and I honestly think to be honest with you, that's probably why they brought in Shake Milton. I think that's why they brought him in because they realized what Burks is, and they realized that okay, this guy's not, you know. Corey Lynn says, "LV, I'm disappointed, bro." Yeah, I mean, listen, man, you're gonna have tough losses, man. It's okay, but these guys are limited. Corey Lindsay, these guys are limited, so you gotta kind of expect to have sometimes games like this. Knicks 100 GM said that's how they all play LV. No, they don't. No, they don't. He says, Knicks 100 GM says Hart goes off the rails. Dante goes off the rails. They all be wilding. Listen, man, look. Dante and Josh Hart, they have their moments. I'm not saying you're off on that. But what you have to love from those guys is the effort that they give. Burks doesn't give any type of effort defensively. Like he just doesn't. And I'm and for a 13-year vet, I just expect more from him. That's just what it is. I give Deuce a pass because Deuce is he's still young. He's still a young player. But being a 13-year vet, you should be coming and doing what Bogdanovich is doing. Like those guys, they understand. Like they've been in the league long enough. Their game travels, man. They know how to play. Like it's not going to be a problem. That's the biggest issue I have with Burks. He should be adjusting better because he is a vet. He should know that. And so, that's my issue with Burks. Big Taz said, "Do you think Tibbs benches Burks?" No, because he's got a lot of respect for the guy, man. He's a vet. You know what I mean? Tibbs respects those guys, and he has a really good relationship with Burks. But I can see his minutes getting cut, especially if Tibbs. I'll put it to you like this: Tibbs is going to put in who he feels can help them win, right? So if Shake Milton starts, and I think Shake Milton's going to play next game probably. Shake Milton comes in and he plays a lot better than Burks. He's going to play more. That's just it. You know what I mean? Burks just minutes will diminish, and so I think that that's kind of what's happening here. I think that's why they brought in Shake Milton because they could have brought in the big. They could have brought in someone, to help rebound or to kind of give iHeart more minutes so he could rest his Achilles and all this other stuff. But they decided to go with a guard and a point guard at that. Right? They didn't go after a big wing. They didn't go after anything like that. They went after a point guard, like a guy like Shake Milton, who's big, 6'5", can defend, and can run the point for that second unit. This is easy, man. This is an easy play right here. So, and I think because of the whole thing with Burks is not playing out well, so that's why they went out and got Shake Milton. Period. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss on the boys, 116 to 100. Salute to you, Coach. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me tonight. Knicks 100 GM says, but Sims, right? Sims hit screens, roll, reset, then pass tonight on one play. Listen, Sims is getting better, man. Sims is getting better. I talked about this last show, right? These guys are playing a lot, man. So they're getting an opportunity to really learn on the fly, play through their mistakes. Sims is getting big minutes. Like he's getting big key minutes at key points of the game. You know what I mean? So I like how he's developing, man. He really, really is developing really, really well. And Deuce is on a different level, man. You know what I mean? Right now, like his game is on a different level. Think about when the season first started to where Deuce is right now. It's like night and day. He's going to get a lot of minutes in the playoffs. Listen, he's going to get a lot of minutes. He's going to be the backup for Brunson. He's coming in for Brunson. I see him getting anywhere between 10 to 18 minutes in the playoffs. Before, I could never say that about Deuce. So I think that that's what it is with Deuce. Knicks 100 GM said Sims is almost ready. Yo, man. Almost. Almost. I think he's getting there, man. He's looking really, really, really good. Yo, you know who played really, really well tonight? Preston Chua, man. Preston Chua played really, really well tonight. He's another guy. He's gonna get a lot of minutes in the playoffs. A lot of minutes. Those guys have earned a lot of respect. I think Tibbs made a big mistake though tonight. When we made our push and we were close, he kept Bogdanovich in the game too long. He should have subbed out Preston Chua. Preston Chua was getting busy tonight. You got to go with the hot hand. I understand. I think he went with Bogey because he could score, right? And he was knocking down threes and buckets at a timely fashion. And like, man, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live tonight. But I think because of the way Achua was playing defensively, and he was scoring the ball too, and he's great offensive rebounding as well. I think he should have brought him in sooner. I think he waited too long. Too long. He brought him back in and was like 2 minutes left in the fourth. I was like, yo, you waited too long to bring him back, man. Because he was cooking. He was a big part as to why we made that push in that third quarter. He played a big role with that. So I would have brought him back probably like the 8-minute mark. I would have did something like that. Knicks 100 GM said they was holding Deuce back. I don't think they was holding Deuce back. I think Deuce was holding himself back. He had a development. Knicks 100, listen. He had to get a jump shot, man. Period. And I think offensively, we already know what he brings defensively. Offensively, he had to be able to knock shots down. Once he started doing that, and then he started getting more playing time. Period. So I don't think it was a matter of him holding. He was holding himself back. He could not knock down a jump shot. He just couldn't. So I think now with him being able to knock it down, he's super athletic. You saw that banger he caught today, right? Coming off the screen. Super athletic, man. I mean, the guy played football before, so that tells everything, right? So his toughness, everything. So offensively, he's knocking it down, right? But you put that defensively, he's a monster to deal with. Period. You saw he was giving DeJounte Murray problems defensively. He's a pit bull, man. So you have that. So that's why I say he's going to play a lot in the playoffs. Coach says I was hoping to see Shake. Yeah, I was hoping to see him too, but I think he'll play next game. But Taz said, "Wow, 18 minutes from McBride. Yeah, man. That's what I'm telling you. That's what he's earning. That he's earning that respect from the coaches, man. He's earning that. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? He's earned that, man. He's playing really, really, really well. And then also too, big task. What he does that Tibbs loves, he defends. He defends from baseline to baseline. And to me, that's the key, man. So you add that with being able to knock down the shots, you're gonna get. First of all, you're gonna get on the court because you can defend. But now you can knock down shots. It's gonna force him to keep you in. Right. So just think, Burks was supposed to come in and be the point guard. He was supposed to be. Deuce is taking that over. Period. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Big task here. Tibbs raw precious, man. He was pushing those Hawks to the middle. Yeah, and he got benched. Yeah, I didn't like that. Tibbs. That's where he messed up tonight. I think if he would have, I'm not saying we win tonight, but I think with Precious in it, we was making a good push, man. We really, really were. Coach said Deuce played say 46. Yeah, the Deuce is he played 46. I thought he played more than that, man. I don't remember him coming out. Coach said 43. Yeah, man. I thought he played the whole game. I don't remember anybody. Oh, you know what? He did come out because I remember Burks was running the point for like a little bit, but he only came out for like a little bit, man. He went right back in the game. Atlantic Line said these boys got to be tired, man. Right? Saw Josh Hart play 40 plus minutes last 7 games. Yeah, man. Atlantic Line. I talked about this earlier, man. Like there's 20 games left in the season. 20 games left. Like, when is Randall and these guys coming back? They're out there practicing. And listen, I'm not a doctor. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, that." I'm trying to be politically correct here with what I'm saying. But what I'm getting is I play ball. I play football and basketball. So I've gotten injuries and stuff like that from playing. And when you start practicing with the team, you start breaking out in full sweats. Like you're pretty much ready to go. You might be a week out from playing. You're like ready. Your body's ready for you to go. When you can't run and you can't move and all this other stuff, and it's hard for you to lift up your shoulder. They're not, but every time you turn around, they're saying, okay, he's using the bag now. Like they're using the bag instead of the player. They're using a bag to hit him with. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so they're gonna do that for how long? For 2 more weeks. Okay, then we're gonna have him practice with the team for 2 more weeks to see how he does. Okay, that's 4 weeks. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. What's happening? OG Anobi, same thing. Okay, yeah, he's taking shots, but he hasn't practiced with the team yet. So what is he doing? He's practicing every day by himself. So when is he ready to come over and practice with the team? Like what? We're going to monitor him. We're going to have him do this for 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. Then we're going to come back and revisit it, see how his elbow's feeling, and then we'll put him out there and kind of. It's like they got to go through every single step before you know it's going to be the playoffs. It's not like this is December. They got like 20 more games, man. So that's what I'm saying. I might be jumping out the window, but I don't know if they're coming back anytime soon. I just don't. Because to me, they should be back. They should be back like Friday. They should be back and ready to go. Randall's out there practicing, breaking in full sweats. He's ready to go, man. He's ready. Trust me, he's ready. If he ain't ready now, he's never going to be ready. Just give him the brace, let him put him on the shoulder, let him practice with the team, let him get into the flow. That's the only way he's going to know. If you have him going through all these protocols, then that means he really ain't ready. Same thing with OG Anobi. Like, it'll be different. I'm not saying these guys shouldn't practice and get warmed up and kind of rev up. I'm not saying that. But what they're doing is they're kind of saying, okay, you need to do this. Okay, cool. Now you got to do this. Okay, cool. Now you got to do this. So by the time they do all that, it's going to be time for the playoffs. That's what I'm getting to. It's just we don't have time really for that. You know what I mean? Because remember, these guys got to still get their rhythm. They still got to get in game condition. So when are they going to do that with 20 games left? When are they going to give these guys the go button, or shall I say, clear these guys to play? Because every time I turn around, I mean, listen, these guys got to go through certain protocols to play. Like, so it's like, I'm like, okay, there's not enough time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Coach says I think we need 12 games. Yeah, coach. Now I agree, coach. But what I'm saying is that when are it going to be? Is it going to be the Brooklyn game? Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they bring them back. I don't think they bring them back for the West Coast trip. They're going to probably want to bring them back home, right? So what I'm saying is, so they're not going to be here this whole week. They're not going to be here all next week. So that's 2 weeks. Atlantic Lions has got to be one of the Philly games. Atlantic Lions, I don't know, man. I don't think it's none of those games. And I don't even think it's the West Coast trip. I don't think I'm just being honest with you because it seems like they're just putting up parameters every time you turn around, and they got to pass that. They got to clear that. Listen. I saw the clip of Randall in Cleveland. He was in a full sweat. He had a full practice, man. So you mean to tell me he's not ready? He's ready to go, man. He's ready to go. He's just waiting to get cleared. But what's taking him so long to clear him? Like, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Coach said let him sit 6 more games, play 12, then sit the last 2. No, coach, you sit him last 2. Why would you do that? Coach. All right, listen, man, look. You know hoops, man. These guys got to get in rhythm, man. This ain't. You can't just turn on the water and turn it off. It don't go like that. They got to get in game shape, man. You have to. He can't sit for the last 2. He got to get his legs right. You see when he went down with that ankle, right? How long it took him to really get back. Dudes was talking about trading him, man. That's how bad he was playing. Get him up out of here. But it took him a while to come back. He said he didn't pick up a basketball in months. So that's why he played as bad as he did. This is a rhythm game, man. You got to get your legs back. You got to get used to like the rotations with the team. You got to get used to the speed of the game. Practice is not the same as a game. It's not. Anybody who's played understands what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Atlantic Line says, I'm on the side of the med staff here. I believe we need to be safe as possible so we can be 100% coming into the playoffs. Okay, cool. So if you're on the side of medical staff, Atlantic Line, I'm cool with that. I'm not even knocking that. But what I'm saying is that then that means that they won't probably be back for the playoffs. Because there's, okay, what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is it's the numbers game. It's not enough games for them to really get their legs wet. Like they really got to gel. It's going to take them time, especially Mitch. Like I don't even know if he even will be ready. Like, because it's not enough time. Now, if this was December, that's something different. They could have come back after the All-Star break. But that's that's not the case here. The debut, it would have been great for them to come back tonight. And they could have played the rest of these 20 games. And that would have really, really helped them get them back into playing shape. But the way it's looking, I don't know, man. I don't know. And that's what I'm really, truly concerned about more than anything. Like, is there enough time for them to get in game shape and for them to be ready to go for the playoffs? Playoffs is a different beast, man. We all know that. So if you're not ready, you're not up to speed. That's pretty much it. Big Taz said, "I'm disappointed in Burks, man." Right? Atlantic Line said Burks' mindset is still in Detroit. Yeah, I don't know, Atlantic Line, man. I think I might have to agree with you on that, man. Like I said, I think he might be close to retirement, man. He might not really want to be here. You know what I mean? I think he might be. I think he might have been really happy. Excuse me. He might have been really happy in Detroit. I said this before in my last show, man. Sometimes guys get happy going through the motions, right? Of not really have to worry about playing to win games. You're just playing. You're getting your check. You go home. You win. You lose. It's no pressure. And you're at the end of your career, so it's not a big deal. And maybe he was enjoying that. And also, too, it takes a lot to like kind of get your mind right and your mind set on getting in a winning mentality, right? Playing winning basketball. as opposed to just playing hoops. You know what I'm saying? Like you in the park, because that's basically what it was in Detroit. So now you got to come in. It's a little serious here, right? Guys, we're playing for the playoffs. You got to change your mindset. Everybody's different, man. So I don't know. From what I'm seeing and seeing how he's playing, that's what I think. Let's take a look at. Let's take a little stats real quick, guys. Come on, let me go through the stats really quick. So, like I said, Atlanta shot 50% from the field, 50% from the field, and 32% from three, 78% from the free throw line. Guys, we were right there, man. We could have definitely won this game, but we cannot win the game if we're shooting 38% from the field, 38%. Yeah, I said it. And 30% from three, 72% from the line. And guys, check it out. We got out rebounded. That never happens to us, but tonight we got out rebounded by 11. They have 51 boards to our 40. To me, that's the ball game. We're monsters on the boards, man. And we got out rebounded by 11. And to me, that's the ball game. But once again, right, let's go through the score, right? First quarter, 33-15, they beat us, right? And that was it, right? After that, and then we had to fight back. We scored 35 in the second, 35-28. We won that. Third quarter, we won that 28-22. And fourth quarter is where they got us, 33-22, and that is it. And to me, that's where I thought he made the mistake of not playing Precious Achiuwa, because that's where you need the matchups. But I think he went for offense with Bogdanovic, and I thought that was a bad decision by Tibbs. And so to me, that's where the big score of 33-22 comes into play here. All right, but let's go through the minutes really quick. Precious Achiuwa played 24 minutes tonight, 7 for 8 from the field, 1 for 1 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 15 points for Precious Achiuwa. Iheart, 20 minutes tonight, 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 5 points. Deuce, 46 minutes tonight, 4 for 15 from the field, 3 for 10 from 3, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 11 points for Deuce. Josh Hart, 43 minutes, 5 for 12 from the field, 3 for 7 from 3, 1 for 2 from the stripe, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 14 points. The Flamethrower, 39 points, 7 for 24 from the field, 5 for 17 from 3, 2 for 2 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 21 points for Dante. Bogdanovic, 31 minutes tonight, 6 for 18 from the field, 4 for 11 from the field, from 3, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 19 points. Big Sims, 26 minutes tonight, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds for Big Sims, 4 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. Burks, 12 minutes, 5 for 14 from the field, 1 for 7 from 3, 0 for 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 11 points. Tough night, man. Tough night for them boys. Tough night for them boys. Listen, man. Listen, we battled, but once again, right, we're limited, man. We really, really need those boys back ASAP. We need them back ASAP. Atlanta Lions said, I'm not surprised that Tibbs kept Bogey in the long, especially in the fourth. Bogey is a big liability on defense. Oh, he said, I'm super surprised. Excuse me, I'm super surprised. Now, Atlanta, I said the same thing, man, like in the fourth. I was like, yo, man, listen, I know he could score, but it wasn't like Precious Achiuwa wasn't giving us a great offensive push. He had 15 points tonight, right? He was getting busy in that Baja and he was crashing the boards. And he was solid, and he's solid defensively. Like, Bogdanovic, like, he can score, man. Like, we know that, right? But he's got to play in spurts. Like, he can't be playing and taking over minutes for a guy like Precious Achiuwa. Like, that can't happen because he's not going to rebound. He's just going to hit shots. So if you play him, you're going to have like a couple of defensive guys on there to hide him to where he's not guarding. Like a couple of times, he got caught with DeAndre Hunter tonight. DeAndre Hunter was scorching him, man. Scorching him. I was like, Tibbs, you got to make a sub, man. ASAP. So, I don't know, but I think he went with him for offense, man. So I think that's pretty much why that happened tonight. All right, but listen, guys, let me get out of here. Listen, that's my show. I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with your boy LV live tonight. Listen, I'll be back Friday to discuss the game against Orlando. So hopefully them boys can get back in the winning column. Hopefully, we'll have Brunson back, so we'll see. All right, so it's my show. I'm LV Live. Appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with your boy LV. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right. Also, too, if you're watching us on replay, please subscribe and also to leave comments so we can go back and forth and debate. All right, that's my show. I'll see you boys Friday. All right, tough loss for them boys, 116 to 100. Hopefully, we can rebound on Friday. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.